A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. It may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Aiden Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Buchanan. Eustachio. Davis. Eustachio. Aim forwards. Davis. Eustachio. And it's Davis. Davis. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That has been knocked clear. That was very necessary. Ah, such a clever touch. This was gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Header. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
When you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box, it makes life so much harder for that defence.
Krunic. It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, Red, nice interception. Eustachio. Davis. Moved on forwards. Kolasinac gets across to intercept that. Does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nice touch. Here it is, crossed in. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Tries to get it clear. David. Kolasinac. David. That's really well manoeuvred. He's away. And it's Bicakcic. Nice control. Bicakcic. Delivers with wit. Climbs up big. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
Bosnia and Herzegovina making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. And it's played forward. Bicakcic, gently done. Dzeko. Bicakcic. And it's played in here. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's nice. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
Johnston. Buchanan forwards and with intent. And it's Buchanan. That's good play. Davis proves just a little bit too strong. Larin. Stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good spread. Bicakcic. Bicakcic played over towards the opposite flank. Buchanan. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And here's Dzeko. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. And it's Buchanan. Johnston. Johnston. Buchanan. Delivered with swing.
Canada really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Buchanan clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Here's Dzeko. It's a good foot in there. Eustachio. And it's played forward. Now it's David. It's a threatening ball. Decent chance! There is the breakthrough. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Larin demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hit into the middle. It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Dzeko really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Time, excellent interception. Krunic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Johnston, aim forwards. That'll be a throw. That's a clever-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Krunic. Krunic, gently done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Krunic. Great defending, strong and determined. Dzeko played out towards the right wing. That is lovely. Looks to the other side. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That's going to go a long way. Eustachio moved on forwards. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. 30 minutes gone. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Krunic. And here's Dzeko. Dzeko spread out to the left. Kolasinac. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Dzeko made such good movement to get in position there. We were all expecting much more.
Cuts out the pass. Kolasinac. That's really well manoeuvred. Kolasinac. Eustachio shifted upfield. Nicely intercepted. And it's Dzeko. And he's on a charge. Lovely bit of skill. Crossed into the middle. That was big chance! Bicekcic wins the duel this time. And that is out of play. Davis. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now goes for a shot! Tries to get it clear. Buchanan. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries a deft little ball. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Eustachio. And he goes cross-field. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Davis. David. Eustachio. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Eustachio unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eustachio, aim forwards. Cross goes in there. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's really well cleared. Eustachio played out to the left flank. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Eustachio. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Muscular approach does pay off here. Eustachio. Johnston. Buchanan, played in with purpose. Defending of the desperate variety. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Played towards the other side. That's a throw. Larin. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Eustachio. Over to the left. Eustachio. David. Cleared without complication. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he's had a shot!
Vidicic just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Johnston. Succumbs to the pressure. He's found a way through. Krunic. And it's Kolasinac. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Buchanan. Larin. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Krunic. Kolasinac. Bosnia and Hercegovina keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Moved on forwards. Davis gets it away. Out to the right. And it's Dečakčić. And that's aimed into the middle. Larin gets it clear. Krunic. Driving forward, and here's Dzeko! That's a half-decent try.
Dzeko certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Eustachio. Davis. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Buchanan, he'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, that's neat. Kolasinac. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played forward. And he's got his range wrong there. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Clears it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, the referee's given it. I have to say, I'm not convinced. I'm sorry, that looks like a dive to me.
Well, it looked like a dive to me too. The theatrics were a poor attempt to convince, weren't they?
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. One back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Looks to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. They've got rid. David. Great defending, strong and determined. Good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Davis.
That's really good energy being shown by some of those forwards out there, keeping that defence honest.
Yeah, they look like they really want it.
They need to persist. It's exactly what they have to keep doing.
Now that's well seen too. Dzeko. Krunic. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Davis. Davis. Johnston. Buchanan. Lobbed in behind. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Krunic played out to the left flank. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Eustachio. Davis. Eustachio. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's David. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bicekcic has found the net here, of course. Played towards the other side. Davis. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy.
Bosnia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Driven forward. Krunic. And he goes cross-field. And it's Kolasinac. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Played into them. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Dzeko instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution though.
Dzeko wins the duel this time. Johnston. Moved on forwards. They get a throw in. Krunic. He's there to get rid. Larin. Krunic does really well to win the ball there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's played forward. Davis. Eustachio. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Aim forwards.
Bosnia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Eustachio. Referee's given a throw. And it's Kolasinac. Now here's the delivery.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Eustachio. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Krunic has got himself a free kick.
Bosnia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Krunic. Real chance! Gets it away. And here's Dzeko. Deftly away. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Bicakcic. Krunic. Oh, good spread. Takes aim and crosses. Cleared away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Just 5 minutes left. I think we're just about done here. And here's Dzeko. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Bosnia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Dzeko. Played out to the right. Lovely feet. Nice physical challenge. Bosnia and Herzegovina making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bicakcic. Now, who's going to be first to this? Krunic knocks it out wide. Chooses to go back. Aimed in towards the centre.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's really well manoeuvred. Buchanan. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he latch on to this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Johnston aimed forwards. Moved on forwards.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
And it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Hajradinovic. Davis. Eustachio. And it's played forward. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Canada really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was turned into a very good success.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So off we go then. Johnston. Buchanan. Johnston. Eustachio. Out towards the flank. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Davis. Checo. Spread out to the left. Krunic. Kolasinac. Cross in, looks like a good one. And out it comes again. Eustachio. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Davis. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kolasinac, gently done. Looks to the other side. Bicakcic. Out to the right. Krunic. Drives it in. And back out it comes. Krunic. And here's Dzeko. Aim forwards. David. Davis. Oh, sweet feet. It's a mighty effort. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Krunic. Moved on forwards. He's got away. Cross. And he's there. Chance for a shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Krunic, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that. It wasn't far away at all.
And it's played forward. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. That's really well manoeuvred. There's the shot! Bosnia do love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Krunic. Now then, the ball's come loose. Krunic played out to the left flank. Buchanan. And it's Buchanan. Serves up across. Keeper's dealt with that. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Krunic. And it's played forward. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
That is very well defended. Kolasinac. Cross goes in there. And that's been repelled. That's really well manoeuvred. Davis. Can he latch onto this? David. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Davis. And that's a throw. Buchanan. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Davies simply can't escape his critics. He deserves it.
Kolasinac. Aim for. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Davis. And it's Davis. Johnston does really well to win the ball there. Kolasinac. Moved on forwards. Narin clears it away. Oh, a delicate chip through. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, it's come loose. Kolasinac. Proves too strong. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's hoisted clear. Johnston, Buchanan. Checo. Krunic shifted upfield. Kolasinac. Nice looking ball. Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Buchanan. Aim forwards. He has found the way through. Krunic wins the duel this time. "30 minutes gone. Bicakcic. making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, nicely intercepted. Larin. David. Kolasinac. David. Buchanan. He is through here. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Krunic. The ball is... Oh, that is asking for trouble. And they've got rid. David. David. Eustachio. David. Over to the left. Davis. Oh, that is a big chance! They've scored!
Canada, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Eustachio. Now who's going to be first to this? Succumbs to the pressure. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Plenty waiting in the middle. Now it's Krunic. Breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Hajratinovic. And it's Dzeko. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's nice. Can he deliver? It'll be a throw-in. Buchanan. Larin providing an outlet on that flank. Dzeko. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eustachio. Davis. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. And it's Eustachio. Now it's David. David! Over to the left. Davis. Eustachio. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's run loose here. Eustachio. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Dzeko. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Eustachio getting this one clear. Dzeko. Johnston. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Kolasinac. There are a few waiting for it. Kolasinac, now here's the delivery. Kolasinac. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Eustachio. Larin. Eustachio has created one goal already. Plays it out wide. Buchanan delivers with whip. Let's cut it out. Clipped into space. And it's hoisted clear. Davis with a cross. No, that's not going to find its target. Buchanan. Oh, that's neat. Oh, good spread. Aimed in towards the centre. Eustachio. Dzeko. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Dzeko. Krunic laid out to the left flank. Thinks one through. It is a corner. Buchanan can get it clear. Defending of the desperate variety. Now then, the ball's come loose. Krunic. Moved on forwards. Eustachio. Davis. Johnston. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hajratinovic. And he goes cross-field. Hit into the middle. Brilliantly cut out. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's played forward. No, that's too long. Johnston. Eustachio. Done delicately. Great position here. And the finish! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Tries a deft little ball. That is lovely. Krunic. Oh, nice touch. Chooses to go back. Shoots! Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Hajratinovic, and it's Bicacic. Played towards the other side. Krunic. Nice physical challenge. Davis. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, it's come to nothing. Krunic forwards and with intent. Bicakcic. We expected better, and so did he. Krunic. Applies the finish! Clears it away. Time to deliver. Fired deep towards the back post. Turns and goes. Oh, shooting chance! Davis. Eustachio. Davis. Eustachio. Buchanan chasing after it. Krunic. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Tries to get it clear. Johnston. Buchanan. That's really well manoeuvred. Surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Cleared away. Davis. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Eustachio. Buchanan. Eustachio. Buchanan. In it comes. Krunic. Kolasinac, that's a delicate pass. Played into space out wide. Cuts out the pass. Played out to the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kolasinac. And it's lofted through here. Can he latch on to this? Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Davis. Eustachio. Looks to the other side. Buchanan. Now he's off and running. Muscular approach does pay off here. "75 minutes played. And it's played forward. Oh, they could be caught out here. Checo. Bicakcic. Hajradinovic. And he goes cross-field. It's a throw. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Moved on forwards. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Eustachio. Johnston. Buchanan. Johnston. Tries to dink it through. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Hajradinovic played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Krunic. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, it's come loose. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bicakcic. Krunic. Krunic succumbs to the pressure. Buchanan. Eustachio shifted upfield. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Dzeko. Johnston. Eustachio. Aim forwards. Buchanan. Eustachio. Now it's David. Johnston. Played towards the other side. Oh, good spread. Looks to the other side. Buchanan. Johnston. Eustachio. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Johnston. Some good work on the right flank here. Dzeko. That is a little undercooked. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Canada deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats very, very easily and kept control throughout.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Edin Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. And here's Dzeko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Larin closing in on goal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Going for goal! That has been cut short. That is a great pick out. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, easy pickings there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Bicakcic. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Eustachio. And it's Davis. Great work on the overlap. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dzeko. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
Moved on forwards. Eustachio. Buchanan. He is just caressing the ball. He's there to get rid. Shoots! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Krunic. And it's Kolasinac. Clipped into space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Kolasinac gets it away. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Aim forwards. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. That is lovely. Krunic. Hit into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's had a shot! And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's really well manoeuvred. Buchanan. Looking for a decent ball in. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Played back to the goalkeeper. Krunic. Larin. Davis. Eustachio. Spread out to the left. In it comes. And he's there to clear it. It's run loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Davis. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a nice ball. And he cuts out the supply. Wins the duel this time. Hajradinovic. Oh, it's played into the area. That's not going far. Eustachio. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Aim forwards. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Into the channel. That has been knocked clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared away. Out to the left it goes. It's a throw. Moved on forwards. Played out to the right. Hajradinovic. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. Here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
And it's Buchanan. Buchanan's cross. Clears it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Turns and goes back. Eustachio. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Out to the right. In again. That has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. Davis. Cross goes in there. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Eustachio. Eustachio gently down. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bicakcic. Clearly not happy with that. And it's played forward. Davis. Half-time getting close now. And he goes cross-field. Searching pass he's played there. It's come to nothing. Kolasinac. Kolasinac. Nice control. That's an excellent interception. Forwards and with intent. And here's Dzeko. And it's Bicakcic. Bicakcic hangs one in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
That's really well manoeuvred. Davis. Defending of the desperate variety. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Eustachio. Davis. Eustachio. Krunic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that's well seen too. Bicakcic. Hajradinovic. Oh, red. Nice interception. Eustachio.
David actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Krunic. Kolasinac, aim forwards. Krunic. Kolasinac, played up towards the front line. And the pass is intercepted. Eustachio. Hajradinovic. Moved on forwards. Kolasinac. Eustachio. Buchanan. Larin. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Played with finesse. Cuts out the pass. Buchanan. And that's put paid to a promising move. Kolasinac. It's a promising position. And it's Kolasinac. Now who's going to be first to this? Krunic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good spread. Played towards the other side. And here's Dzeko. Dzeko! Bicakcic plays it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's anyone's ball now. Kolasinac. David, and he's managed to get free, and that has been cleared. Could be danger here. Buchanan's cross, and he's there to clear it.
Canada clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bosnia and Hercegovina going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. And it's played forward. Buchanan. Bosnia and Herzegovina
Look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
And what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses.
And it's Eustachio. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Eustachio. Played out wide. Oh, nice touch. Eustachio. Buchanan. Eustachio. Buchanan. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's really well manoeuvred. Kolasinac. And it's played forward. Johnston. Eustachio.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bicakcic. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been cleared. Aim forwards. Eustachio. David. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, sweet feet. Bicakcic does really well to win the ball there. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Johnston. Johnston. That's a cute ball. Buchanan. And that's too far for anyone. Moved on forwards. Bicakcic. Eustachio, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. David. And it's played forward. A chance to play it in. Chooses to go back. Davis. muscular approach does pay off here. Krunic. Always onto this. And the shot's on here. And the shot! They've scored!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Bosnia and Herzegovina have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Buchanan, and that's aimed it, and he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Defending, but that'll do. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Canada really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played out to the right. Kolasinac gets it away. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Surely have to be commended for their drive and desire.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Johnston.
Canada really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bicakcic. Looks to the other side.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Eustachio forwards and with intent. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Can he deliver? Oh, he's been flattened there. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Davis. Looking here to chip it through.
Canada really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
There's going to be another change here. And he goes cross-field. Eustachio. No way through there. Now it's David. Over to the left. Hoisted in. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Eustachio. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Davis. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good spread. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Played into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Buchanan shifted upfield. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ambitious ball here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bicacic.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
In with the challenge.
Canada really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Krunic. David. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Canada really can only do one thing now, Pete.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Kone. They are right into last chance territory. That's very neat. Kone. Eustachio. Kone. Johnston. Kone. Eustachio. Buchanan. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That's tidy. Johnston. Now it's Buchanan. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Eustachio. Proves too strong. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Dzeko. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take forward to be located by entrance gates.
So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Eustachio, out to the left it goes, aimed in towards the centre. It's really well cleared. Out towards the flank. Davis. Eustachio. Buchanan. Davis. Oh, it's played into the area. Hajratinovic. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. And it's played forward. Kolasinac. Eustachio. Kolasinac. That's really well manoeuvred. He's onto it in a flash. And he's going to get it away. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Eustachio. David. Spread out to the left.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Johnston, aim forwards. Buchanan. Caresses it through. Bicakcic attempts a clearance. And it's Buchanan. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Canada clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Dzeko. Dzeko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bicakcic with the short one. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bicakcic.
Bosnia, well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
Nice looking ball. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kolasinac. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Johnston. And it's Buchanan. That's tidy. Incoming delivery. Kolasinac is there and he can get that clear. That's going to go a long way. Neither side yet able to find the net. Larin, and he's gone backward here. Krunic wins the duel this time. Gustacchio. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Goes down, but nothing given. Bicakcic. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's played forward. Really well manoeuvred. Kolasinac. Throw in. And it's Eustachio. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Davis does really well to win the ball there. Buchanan. Johnston. Nice touch. It's a good-looking delivery. Kolasinac. Krunic. Dzeko. Over to the left. Johnston. Buchanan. Now it's Larin. And it's Dzeko. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Krunic. Larin. David. Kolasinac. Krunic, aim forwards. Kolasinac. Krunic. Kolasinac. Krunic. Kolasinac. Probing pass, gets it away. Oh, sweet feet. Buchanan did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Moved on forwards. Buchanan. That's really well manoeuvred. Krunic. The goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Bicakcic. Bosnia and Hercegovina going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Krunic. Played out to the right. And it's Davis. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's a throw. Now it's David. And it's played forward.